Okay, here we are at Sports Festival podcast. This one is in English. We have Robert Lindstedt here as a guest. Robert has been a doubles partner of mine for 3 years. We had some great achievements together. One of the guys that I learned a lot from playing doubles in the first few years. And Robert, here in Romania for how many times have you been here? 2, 3?
Well, this is the third time I come for you.
Okay.
And I've been here before for myself when I thought I could play singles.
Okay. And first time in Cluj.
Yes.
And now you're here at the sports festival. Have you been to a sports festival before? What do you think of it?
Not in Cluj. I mean, I've been to sport festivals before. I mean, I just got in late last night, so I haven't seen much. I just walked around, and I mean, I'm impressed so far. This arena is extremely modern. The center court looks unbelievable, and then the soccer arena next to it, it's unbelievable setup.
Yeah, it's what they're trying to do is to have children come in and experience different sports. Parents come here and see where the children likes to play, and to encourage them to take up a sport, and even for professionals to come in and listen to some sports talks, some master classes, and share information like we're doing right now. So I think this is a great idea, benefits Romanian sports, and whatever wisdom you have to share with us today, feel free to share with the ones that are listening. And you are now retired for a few years. And this is a moment that's happening to me right now, and I cannot talk about it yet. But what were your first emotions and first thoughts after you made the decision and you knew that, okay, this is it. I have time now.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, if I'm going to share my wisdom, I mean, we'll be done in 5 seconds. So it's like we have to talk about something else.
Okay.
About me retiring, I actually retired last year in Davis Cup finals in Madrid.
Okay.
That was my goal the whole time. You're technically correct because I didn't play the whole year. I just stayed in shape, and then felt like if I can have a decent level, I should have a shot at taking that position in the Swedish team. For me, it was a lot of years where you kind of question, is this it? Should I do it now? Because the results don't come. Your mind keeps telling you that you are as good as you were, and then your body keeps reminding you, it's like, nope, you're not. You're much worse. So your results are going bad. So you have this battle between the mind and the body for quite a few years. Then I had an injury in my shoulder, and I couldn't really serve. And then I went to have an MRI, and they told me that I had these 2 tears, and said, like, you're out for 6 months at least when it comes to serving. And then so I knew I wasn't going to play for a while. Then I went back and I went to bed that night, and I slept until the alarm rang for the first time in probably 10, 15 years. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew that what I'm doing is not really healthy, and I can't keep pushing myself this much anymore. And I was 43, 44 at the time. And then I set out this plan of, okay, how do I want to do this? I don't want an injury to end it for me. I want to have my goal and my term to finish. And then Davis Cup was kind of around the corner that year, at the end of that year. And I said, all right, that's my goal. I'm going to rehab and stay in shape for 6-8 months. And then I managed to do it. I played Stockholm Open, and I played Madrid finals. And then I knew as soon as that tournament was over that this is exactly what I need to do right now. And this is what I want. So I was very lucky in that sense that I could do it on my own terms. A lot of guys don't get to do it. They don't get to play for a long time. And I feel very fortunate that I got to do it this way.
Oh, so not 1% feeling of missing out after you made the decision?
No, not at all. I mean, I went pretty much straight into coaching. It overlapped. I'm coaching an American player, Dennis Kudla, right now. So I've done that for a year and a half, 2 years. So I still get I still get to be on tour, and the winning and losing is still there, although I'm trying to help someone do it. So, but the actual competing part myself, I don't miss for a second. I mean, we mentioned this at breakfast today. Like, I can't even compete in anything anymore. Like, if it's playing paddle or soccer or something with my friends, like, I don't care if I win or lose. I've poured too much into that in my life.
Okay, then it just feels like the right decision. That's it.
It's the only good decision I've taken in my life.
Yeah. And now, after you had a long and successful doubles career with a lot of partners, and I knew I've learned a lot about training and preparing for matches and for big events, and how to approach different things. And what would you share an advice with the ones that are listening, how they can apply this knowledge you get from doubles in their personal relationships, in their friendships, in what doubles taught you that you can apply in relationships with close ones?
You ask good questions, man. No, I mean it's true. I mean, I had been on tour for a while when you were coming up. So I mean, you obviously, in the beginning, you learned a lot from me, whether you wanted to or not. But then, like, in the end, like, I learned a lot from you. I mean, obviously, I think what you took most from me was probably how good I was at preparing for tournaments, for practices, how the everyday thing mattered. Like, you have to wake up every day and just go, okay, how do I get better today? Yeah. Then on court, I mean, I would say it even swayed a bit in our partnership. Then in the end, it was kind of like, Horia's doing this, and he's doing that. And I was like, yeah, that would work for me. So it was obviously the most successful partnership I had, even though I managed to win a Grand Slam with Lukas Kubot. But I mean, I always look back at our partnership to be the most successful thing. And I mean, I've said that to everybody. I feel like we took each other to heights where we dreamed of being and where we should be, to be honest. What I've learned from doubles, I mean, in the beginning of my career, I always saw my approach to tennis, I guess, as a singles player more as like, what can I do to get better? What do I need? And then I learned as a person also after years that, okay, it isn't just me. Like, it's not about just me performing at 100%. At times it's better if maybe I perform at 100, but I'll get you or who I'm with to perform at 80 or 90. I can be at 80 and he can be at 90. That's better, instead of me being at 100 and my guy being at 40. Yeah. So that's life right there. That's every partnership you ever have. It's not just about you. Like, say, when it comes to my marriage, like, there's two husbands. When I was an active professional athlete, it was just all about me. Yeah. It was, and my wife had to get along with that. It doesn't work otherwise. It was, when do I need to get to sleep? When do I need to eat? How can I do anything social? Can we go for a walk? It was just always me. And then when you retire, it's not that easy to just switch that off. And it's taken me a while also to realize that, no, now it's my wife's time to shine in a way. Like, now it's okay. I can't just say no to going to a dinner. Like, my wife wants to do this, and then it's like, okay, we'll go. So that's the thing you also have to learn, that the giving and taking in doubles, it applies to everything in life. And I think tennis players who just focus on singles, I think it's not the right way to go about it to not play doubles, because obviously on court, what you do in double, it helps your single skills as well. But I think it makes you a more approachable person if you actually play doubles too. And that would help you in your singles with your coach. Yeah. Because then you'll be more receptive to things, probably because you understand that it's, for you to work better, you actually need help. Yeah. What we feel what we feel on court rarely correlates to what's actually happening. Because when you're playing, it's so easy to go by feelings. Oh, I feel this or this. I feel like this is happening, but it's not necessarily true. So that's why it's so good to have someone that you can work with and that you can trust.
Yeah. That's a good answer. I like that because if you focus only on your singles and only on yourself, like we all learn when we start playing tennis, then you're missing out on this big lesson, the communication lesson, the understanding each other, motivating each other, listening to each other, having patience with each other, and all this these important values that you need in life, not only on the court. So I totally agree to that. And to close it out, I have one last question that's an important question for me because it's something that I see around all the time. And I always look for different views at this from different angles. For someone that played doubles, had a long, successful career, now is a coaching husband, also a father now. Congratulations and and how would you advise parents that want to develop self-belief in their children? How they can do it at an early stage to have them grow with this self-belief and start life in this way?
I mean, you do realize this is like a sensitive question nowadays. It's
yes,
I'm old-fashioned in that way. Like I don't like where society is going now when it comes to sport and how to treat kids. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying hit your kids, but like it's say, for instance, in Sweden, I know a lot of places in Sweden where the younger groups of, say, in football, soccer, like they don't count score. Yeah. Like they play, like a team can win 8-0 and then it's like, no, everybody wins.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe you build up your child this way. I don't believe your child actually improves. It's not ugly to win. With my son, and if we're lucky enough to have another child, I mean, I'm never gonna say like that it's bad to win. Like I'm sorry, I want my children to be winners.
Yeah.
If they, I don't want them to lose friends or make enemies, but I mean, like I feel like you have to be okay with that. It's okay to win, and you know, every athlete knows, like with good performances, with winning, you grow as a person, and that's where I want to guide them. Like I want to guide my son, tell him like you go out and you do your best, you try to win, and where I want to control and teach him is when he's won, if he's good enough to win, I teach him then when he's a winner to be a humble winner.
Yeah.
To show respect, even though you're winning, to show respect to the person who's not as good. Help that person, give advice, try to push. But I'm never gonna, even if whatever sport he takes, because he is gonna go into sports, but whatever sports he takes, I want him to love it. And say it is soccer and you're in a place or a team where they don't count score until they're 16 or whatever. In the car back home, I'm gonna be like, hey, you won today. It was 3-2. I was there. I saw it.
Yeah.
Like, so he's going to know.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to really I'm going to try to push every knowledge I have into him. Leave the bad parts out that I've learned about myself and just push the good parts. And then if he is successful in whatever sport he does, then I'm going to teach him how to be humble doing it, because that I feel makes him an even better person. And then how rewarding it is to help someone. Like now when I'm a coach, for example, like it's more rewarding for me doing what I do now than actually winning on my own, to see that I plant an idea in someone and I try to change someone's game a little bit. And then after a while they go, oh, this actually works. Yeah. And they're actually winning.
Yeah.
It's so much more rewarding for me.
Yeah.
So I know also that my son, when he sees that he's helping someone, it's going to be rewarding for him. And that's going to give him confidence and that's going to help him grow.
Yeah.
So that to me is really, really important. I'm gonna push him to win at whatever he does. And winning to me doesn't mean the actual end game. Winning to me is doing your absolute best and putting your best performance out there. If that makes you the best or winning or second, third, fourth, fifth, I don't care. But he's never going to feel like he should not give everything, put his whole heart in everything he does. And then if he comes out and becomes the best in whatever it is, I will for sure teach him to be humble doing it.
Yeah, I agree to that. And the other dynamic of competing, the not getting the result that you want, that's also need, like you address winning and staying humble and understanding where you are and what you're learning and what you're able to perform and get the result that you want. And in the other way, not getting the result what you want, understanding that it's a process and you're learning, and you need to sometimes not get the result that you want to learn different ways and executions and strategies and decisions. So I look at it as a learning. It's a learning process and experience, and you have to go through both to grow. And I think through this, and I also agree on what I established for myself. The not getting the result what you want part needs to be addressed quick as well. Not so you don't stay in that state of okay, I'm a little sad and I didn't get it and I'm a little depressed, and to not stay in that state too long and be encouraged and understand the process quite fast. So you move on quick. Of course, you're disappointed. That's fine. Be pissed, but move along quicker to be able to enjoy life and the next thing that comes.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously just brought up the winning part, but I mean, with winning comes losing. No matter how good you are, everybody loses, and that's the part that's really important too, because you know that as well as I do. I mean, we were doing that together. We're like you don't learn as much from the winning as you do from the losing, because then you have to reflect on your opponent. Okay, how does this not happen again? But you also have to reflect so much on yourself. Okay, what did I do wrong? And how can I get myself into a position where I don't do that again, or I don't do that as much again? But I mean, like the whole part of the now counting score and stuff, like I just don't understand how that's going to help a person. Maybe it helps for the moment, but I don't understand how it helps later in life. I mean, sometimes you're going to walk into a job interview and you'll be like, but I showed up. Why didn't I get the job?
Yeah.
So like it's for me, it's strange.
Yeah,
it's strange.
It doesn't prepare you for life, because life is not like that.
Life's not nice.
Life's challenging. So you need to be prepared, and you can do that. By teaching your kid early how to respond to winning and losing. That's it. I think we had some good answers there. I really enjoyed this. Thank you for coming to Romania to be here at this event, this special moment for myself and for Romanian fans that were there cheering for you and followed you afterwards.
Are they still alive?
Yeah. And enjoy it. I know you're here just for the event, just for one night. You're flying back to England tomorrow to start coaching again tomorrow afternoon. But thank you for being here with us, and it's been a pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you.